Happy Friday Eve. I'm well, other than I'm a little distracted.
Why's
Um,
that?
right before we started the intro and the screen goes black for the countdown for a little bit, I pulled out my chapstick, only to realize the vast majority of the chapstick is outside the tube versus in it, and so now it's everywhere. Um, so I can't touch my mouse yet or anything until I wipe it off. They say that's why God gave you sleeves, right? And you just kind
Yes.
of. So,
Did you wash it in your jeans? That's what I do.
I'm pretty bad at it, but looking at the shape of what's left, I don't think it made it through a cycle. So I don't know what occurred to create this mess. But it's now everywhere, which also means it's all inside my pocket.
Hmm.
Um, but
That'll feel great.
I'll have to deal with that later.
You'll stick your
So
hand in there thinking, where are my keys? And then you're like, oh, yeah, remember. It's
God,
almost no pants Friday, but I mean, there are options.
I might have to start early.
It's not the washer that does it, it's the dryer.
Move the
It's the
camera up if I go that route.
okay. We're starting really early. Uh, it's the dryer, the heat from the dryer just liquefies it. But
Yeah, there's a handful of times when I've known I've done it because I open the dryer and pull it out, and there's those specks all over the clothes of the oil that has melted, and you go, "Oh, I did it again. Oops." So,
the worst is a Bic pen. You put a Bic pen through the wash, and
oh,
all the clothes are ruined. Everything.
ruined. Mhm.
Yeah, I've had to own up to that one once before. And in a family where everyone combines their clothes to get everything washed, everybody's mad at Dad this week. Why? Because I ruined everything. Apparently, one pen is all it takes.
Uh-huh.
But,
Those are the worst. But anyways, what a week! This week has
other
flown by.
yes,
Amanda and I were talking about this afternoon about what we've got on our schedule and what we're doing, and we had an appointment around lunch hour today that we did, and then afterwards she was going to do some ranch work, and I said, yeah, and I've podcasted. We're both like, holy cow, it is. It's Thursday already, podcast day. So
comes quick.
yeah,
Yeah, it's gone fast. And then I guess next week we've got Martin Luther King Day on Monday, so that'll make the week fly by. I'm going to be working it though, so for me it's going to be a long
it's
week.
going to be a long week. It's funny that it works out this year. Anytime there's a holiday, so our local golf course is always closed on Mondays. It's maintenance day. So the grounds crew can get everything spiffed back up after the week and then opens right back up on Tuesday. But for all of the holidays that fall on Monday, everyone's off work. They need people to come play. So they open up and then they close on Tuesday to make up for their maintenance day. Well, Martin Luther King Day Monday, golf course is open. They close Tuesday to do maintenance. Tuesday's my birthday, and I was going to golf on my birthday. So it's not going to
Have to go to
happen.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Have your club fly on Delta. See if you can.
See if the clubs show up for
Yep,
one.
yep. Risk it again.
Uh-huh.
Well,
But
how far is the next closest golf course? I mean, the one you'd like. I know there's some communities have golf courses that are just like that's not one you really want to play on, right?
so we actually have two right here in town within 8 minutes of the house. And I actually play one that's open nearly every day, more frequent than the other one. So it will be open on my birthday. So I'll likely play there. If both those options were not available, there's one 20 minutes outside of town. And it's a much more simple golf course. It's
It has the clown and the windmill, or
No, that we have one of those. But it's a much more straightforward, simple golf course.
not
But it has a lot
technically
of
challenging.
right. But it's been around for a long time, has a lot of character. The staff is amazing. A lot of guys still play there, diehards, they're there, and it's a cool little spot. Actually, that's how I got into golf was that golf course. Um, so I would go back out there. I haven't been there in years and years. So
We had a golf course in the community where we lived in Utah before we moved out here. That was affectionately or not so affectionately called the Sponge, was the nickname. The Sponge. It got developed and houses were built on it, and all of the houses are having flooding issues. It was like at water level. It was at lake level with the Great Salt Lake. This was the golf course. So if you hit a divot, you got a splash every time. It was it was just
that's tough.
it was a terrible golf course. No wonder it got sold and developed. But hope your
Well,
golf game is a little better than that.
Water mitigation is a big thing.
Mhm.
SoCo SLP says par three course. Actually, 15 minutes from where I live, a gentleman from Oklahoma has come down and has some land that's just outside the city limits, the border. And he's already started construction. It's going to be a lit par three course with a lit
Ooh.
driving range open till 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's supposed to open this spring, from my understanding. And I may be doing some part time teaching out there when he opens up, kind of waiting to have that additional meeting with them. But that's going to be really, really cool because that's something I've wanted to open in this town for years, just too lazy and other lack of means to do so. But he's doing it. It's going to
So
be a hit.
I have to ask, when they say lit, are we talking like football stadium visibility, or
Uh-huh.
are we talking like streetlights?
No, well, I don't know how he's going to do it, but any lit one I've been to, it's incredible because it's a par three course. And typically, the most of them, the longest hole they'll do is like 135 yards or something. You get a lot of 80, 100, 110, stuff like that mixed in. And a lot of them are 9 holes, and they just have two different tee box selections. So you just play it twice, but tee off from a different spot. I think he's going to have all 18. But no, it's stadium style lighting that comes down. So you can see your ball from tee to green on those par threes, no problem. The only factor, the really nice ones do a good job at surrounding the lighting at the putting green,
Mhm.
but it's a fortune to do it. The vast majority, you run into shadows when you're on the putting green and trying to putt, and you're looking
Yeah.
through you and your buddies and everything else. You can't see half of where you're going. Uh,
If it's lit too well, you can't see the dips and depressions. It's all
yeah,
just like, it looks flat from here.
yeah.
But well,
But
that's fascinating. I'm curious from a technical standpoint how you manage that. And obviously, I think if I were doing something like that, I'd just be like, I'd give you like a UV black light and do glow in dark balls. Just find it quick before it stops glowing, and then you can hit it again, charge it up, and hit it again.
yeah, so they do a tournament out here actually every year. There's a company that you hire, and the regular full size golf course, they will turn every hole into just par threes. You tee off from somewhere up in the fairway,
Yeah.
but they come out with all these glow sticks and poles and everything to set up along cart paths. They'll line the green, the flag sticks. They'll have all lit up, and you have glow in the dark golf balls that last, and off you go. And it is so much fun. It is a really good time. Just the glow in the dark golf balls don't fly as far and feel the same as a standard ball.
Um,
But
Different material.
yeah, but if you just are looking to have a good time and do something different on the golf course, it's cool. And the company that comes out and puts it all out for you, they do an incredible job. It's so neat and so fun. And then the next
Can you
morning,
imagine being the
it's
guy? It's
gone.
your job to crack 2,000 light sticks
Oh
in the tree.
no! Oh,
Oh,
I did
that's
that
awesome.
for New Year's for my daughter and her friends.
Yeah.
I went to Walmart New Year's Eve morning because that was when she decided, hey, I'm gonna have my three friends over tonight. Spend the night. I'm like, well, we don't have any decorations. I get to Walmart, all they had was Valentine's Day stuff up already. The shelves were everything was gone, and I'm like, oh great, what do I do? So they have the regular party aisles, for birthday and whatever else. And I'm looking around, and okay, it's gonna be all these glow stick necklaces and wristbands and everything else. And so my wife and I are sitting there cracking all these, and 60% of them were dead. They had to be on the shelf for years and years, and so we were throwing away all these things, and there was enough for them to put on a few necklaces and have a good time, but I was completely ripped off. I had to throw away more than half of them.
You don't know until you buy them. It's not like you can check and see if they're good.
Shake them and listen, crack them open real quick. But it was actually kind of funny because the next morning, we opened the trash can, get some stuff out, and half the dead ones were in there still halfway glowing in the kitchen trash can.
Luminescing.
Yeah.
Honey,
Uh-huh.
the trash. Oh, that's cool. Well, those little tubes of light sticks are a lot of fun. My kids love them as well. But I guess they're like choking hazards, like little parts. It's like, why do you make a fun toy that lights up and looks like candy, and then have kids put it around their neck and then tell them you can't put it in their mouth? You've got to make it, at least make them taste good. The kids are going to eat those little plastic bits.
Yeah.
It's
And
going to happen.
it's those dang connectors they make where the end of the tube goes halfway in and then you bend it and stick it in there. I mean, that's the most choking hazard little thing ever to be
That
in.
part should glow. You drop that
Agreed.
thing in the dark, there it's gone. It's it's like that's now you've just got a wand instead of a necklace because one of them's gone.
I found one yesterday under our oven because our cat
From last
knocked a
year.
bag off the counter. So, no, there's the remnants.
Yeah. Speaking of remnants and things that are sold in tubes,
Oh,
I got these today. I got these Ghost Pepper Ranch. Those are the ones, the very same. I got 7 cans of these sent to me.
I bought 4.
I have 6 now.
Oh, he went through the
one
whole.
one is gone. One is gone. I devoured it. I feel bad because I know how much you like ghost pepper, and I should have warned you. These aren't hot. The ghost pepper that's included in this, it's talking about the one on the label. That's the only ghost
That's
pepper
the
here.
only thing resembles pepper at all. That's the picture.
It's got like this tiniest bit of pepper heat, but it doesn't even build over time. You can pop them one after another, and it's not like having salsa where you can do like 2 or 3 dips and then you're done. But I do like them. Hopefully you don't hate them as bad as you should, because I definitely named wrong. Should be like bell pepper ranch, maybe.
That would be more accurate. But no, I will say I was disappointed with the lack of spice or the non-existent of any spice, but the flavor in general is still really good. It's not as if they just taste like a ranch flavored chip. There's more to it than that. They're really good. I will say, besides the disappointment, they're my favorite Pringle.
They're mine as well. Weebug, thank you very much. They are amazing. I love them. I know I will not let my kids have it. I tell them it's ghost pepper, so it's hot, right? So they won't even try them. They want to try, but they're delicious. They're so good.
Good thing they don't watch our show.
Yeah, they're busy. I think they're doing like AR augmented glasses and Beat Saber or something is what they're doing. Speaking of shows, we do have a show planned for you today. I'm not sure exactly where we want to start.
Forgot what we were here for. That's right.
We have many things to cover. You know what that means? That many, it means a lot. It means a lot.
Okay. I thought it was a trick. Did I just totally whiff on a segue?
No, but I completely butchered that joke, so I have to just roll with it and pretend I didn't have it. We'll throw that one away. That was.
Speaking of food,
that was such a bad. I butchered the easiest joke out there.
Speaking of food and jokes,
mm-hmm.
Do you know how my wife and I, how we smuggle candy into the movie theater?
Oh, do tell. I'm always up for a good espionage type story. Or I don't know, espionage is where you steal information, right?
Yeah, it's a little different, but
okay. Well, it's same principles apply. Go for it.
Still feels like a federal crime.
They treat you like this.
Yes. I mean, it's really easy. I just have a few Twix up my sleeve.
I thought you were actually going to tell me like
no,
you had like a special water bottle or something.
No, I'm trying to rescue the joke situation. That's all. We can continue the trend of food and start the show.
Oh man, let's do that. But has everyone had dinner?
Yeah.
This one, I feel like we need a disclaimer, a waiver, or maybe like a trigger warning or something at the front of it, because I looked at this and I said, "Are you serious? Are you are we really going to go there? And does the food really go there?" There's a woman in Virginia who, Catherine. Hey, Catherine. Hope you're not watching because this is disgusting. I'm just going to call it like it is. She has a unique way of eating. Oh, I'm starving. Not anymore. JR, you're gonna take a nice break from food, food fast for a little while until you can forget this story. This woman, young woman, healthy, happy, beautiful lady. I guess on a dare, she tried snorting a milkshake
A flavored fruit drink.
Okay,
She was
flavored
dared.
fruit. So like a Sunkist drink or a little squeezy drink or something.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everyone else laughed hilariously when she tried it. But she's like, wow, that tastes good. She claims that by snorting her food, liquefying it and snorting it, she's able to actually taste better. Now, there may be some science that backs this up because nasal
80%
passages
of
and taste.
taste,
Yeah, it's
smell.
she enjoys her food nasally first.
From omelets to steak. You name it. Liquefied up to, I don't.
I just have to ask Red Pen. Your comment's hilarious. Can you imagine, Red Pen, what this sounds like to go out to dinner with her? I'm not. I can make the sound that I think it sounds like, but I won't. Just because I know I need you as a mod and don't want you to quit tonight. it's, but
I didn't think about that. What she goes on a date. How does that work out?
well, it didn't work out well because she did. She had to explain it to her date and be like, "So, just heads up, we're gonna eat this food. When I get my smoothie, we're both gonna have our smoothies, and I'm gonna do it differently.
I'm gonna do it differently. Yes, indeed.
Try not to stare. You're right. Try not to stare. Just be open minded. Okay, just
You might even try it.
yeah.
I don't know.
The date is like, I'm not sure if this relationship can work. Yeah, I think she's sponsored by Ninja or something.
Yeah,
She blends everything.
everything.
I maybe she's onto something science wise. Maybe she is like triggering more sensations as far as flavor goes. But I can't get past the disgusting part of it. And I also
We will
can't get
not be trying it on the next podcast.
no. There's nothing.
No.
No. I can't get past the idea that you're losing. I mean, I'm thinking like a fresh garden salsa, right? I like to make a garden salsa and mixing ingredients and the blend. And sometimes when you get a good scoop, a chip of full of garden salsa, you get a little more ginger, or not ginger, sorry. You get a little more garlic, you get a little more onion, you get a little more pepper, you get a little more tomato. And the variety is the spice of life. And the idea that you would blend this into a puree. Imagine she's not big into salsa. That would probably burn.
Burned.
Yeah.
She could do these and be fine, but
Yeah.
if she
a little shade there.
if she's craving chips and salsa, does she blend the chips in with the salsa too?
Everything goes in the
becomes
blender. Puree. Bzz, 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 until it is just liquid.
She's been doing it for the last 5 years. And I can't help but we can't share it, but the picture that's among the article is her snorting something out of a cup. It looks like a smoothie, but it actually looks like queso because there's a thing of guacamole right next to it. So, I don't, I can't. I don't want to know. I don't want to understand. I don't want to try it.
I'm going to put this in the mental illness category. I just can't see where else this falls. It's not a thing, people. Don't try it. But I mean, that should go through a lot of straws. Because, I mean,
I hope.
We can eat with our hands. But if she leaves her straw at home, she's going to starve. Or just, I guess, just face in the soup. You could do that.
Or I guess she could put a little dabble do you in between the fingers. And
maybe she can make a little.
That's a method.
Yeah.
That would. I have questions. I would like to talk to this person and understand.
New podcast guest next week. We'll have to delete this episode.
Does she drink her beverages up in her suit? Yes, that's how it started. It was with a drink. She was dared to do it, and so she did it with a drink to start, and liked it so much. It continued with drinks, and then she graduated into foods, which is wild. Yeah, Legally Blonde. Great point. Where'd it go? Does she travel with a blender in her purse? I mean, what do you do when you're on the road?
Maybe there's some restaurants that cater to her. It's like
I-
everything juiced. Is there,
She's-
does she just go to, doesn't matter what you get on the menu. It comes to you. It's served in a cup.
filet mignon with a loaded baked potato. It just comes in a mug.
Can I get that in the extra large, the grande cup? Do you have any bigger straws?
I can't fathom that. I put dough out this morning and got it ready because when the show's over, I'm going to make us pizza tonight.
Delicious.
And it's a Neapolitan style pizza, which is my favorite. I like the little crunch of the crust and then the stretch of the cheese. And I don't think you could pay me enough money to cut up my pizza, throw it in a food processor and then to a blender and then even drink it, not even snort it. That's not, what the heck? I bet it makes stuff taste the same. If you put tacos in a blender or a burrito, and then you put a steak quesadilla 2 days later in a blender, that becomes the same thing. All you're doing is removing textures.
Something just fell and it was really loud. And
I heard that.
just jumped out of my chair. I don't know what it was.
Oh, Melissa Peace. And you guys thought I was mean with the jelly beans. Imagine if we took all of the jelly beans and put them in a blender. Yeah. All the flavors.
The whole thing. Maybe add a little bit of water to get the consistency right. It's basically like syrup.
Yeah.
Hogwarts jelly bean syrup.
I don't want to relive that day. That was so bad.
Imagine if you mixed all the good and the bad together, you would only have bad. The bad would taste so bad.
Agreed.
Anyway, so let's stop talking about food, if we can even classify that as that, and
yes,
move on to something closer to your neck of the woods. Speaking of neck of the woods, though, it's do you know these people?
No. This isn't the first headline that's come out of our town, by the way.
You've had a couple. Your town start to get well known a little bit. This is a crime. We're back to the reporting on crime instead of like strange things and
Well, it's strange.
It is strange
and weird.
I'm stalling as I'm trying to get it to open on my screen and my mouse is not responding. Okay, man is facing assault charges. I cannot. I put in the punchline first. Okay, statues perfect. In there. Obviously, a man is facing assault charges for allegedly using a statue as a weapon.
Oh, Larry.
Sorry, I've got to sneeze. I'll just talk about things going up my nose. No good. Assault charges using a statue as a weapon. Not just any statue. You're thinking, a little toy soldier statue or, a baseball bat statue. No, he used a goose statue. I don't know what's more terrifying, being attacked by a man with a goose statue or an actual goose, because either way, it is, as they mentioned, assault with a deadly weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Posted bond, $10,000. He's out. It was a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. This happened just a couple days ago.
Indeed, it did. It made our headlines. Now, I will say, it made our headlines. He's in a different town, but he's just in the same county. So that's why it came up on my feed. And as soon as I read it, I went, well, that is so perfect for the Not Relevant podcast. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Larry Villarreal, for that.
I automatically have questions. Who has goose statues laying around? Where do you get a goose statue? Is this like a mother goose? Is this like the nursery rhyme style? Or does the city just have like out in the park? Is it like a decoy to bring other gooses to the park? Geese? Not gooses. Sorry, I'm not sure where that came from. All the geesen.
It could have been a goose someone had on their coffee table. The story doesn't elaborate, so we don't know if it was a public statue or if it was just a home-owned statue, right?
Does anyone have a goose statue in chat? Like, own up now. We won't mock you relentlessly. Where does one get? Is this like bronze? Are we talking like maybe cast, like a concrete cast?
I wish there was a picture of it.
I mean, either way, metal or cement, it's gonna be like that's a serious weapon.
It wasn't a stuffed goose. We know that much, because that would probably make it not a deadly weapon.
Equivalent of a pillow fight,
right?
A victim told police Villarreal, the suspect, began striking him in the face with a closed fist before eventually grabbing a statue of a goose and using it as a weapon. The statue allegedly caused multiple lacerations on the victim's forearm. Exactly what a live goose would have done as well.
Uh-huh. And the suspect fled the house and ran and hid at the neighbors from law enforcement. Not the best hide and seek player, if I had to guess. You just run next door to hide when they see you go there.
I think backing up to the paragraph a little above where I read is the key. When they spoke to the victim of the scene, he said that the suspect had been provoking him all night and added that he believed him to be intoxicated.
There it is. There's the answer.
Beer. Or some other alcohol. So.
Allegedly, yeah. Cooked as goose. Fanny Pack said.
I'm thinking back to the last time I was attacked by a goose, because there are enough times that I can count them. There's this time and that time and the other time.
Uh-huh.
Geese are not nice animals, period.
Very territorial.
Extremely territorial. And even when you're being nice to them, I was feeding the ducks and the geese. And when you're feeding the ducks and the geese, it turns out you're just feeding the geese, because the geese will push the ducks out of there. But then they push you out of there as well. I don't know why. It's like it's a parasitic relationship. They will attack the person who is feeding them.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was caddying for a gal years ago it was like a sectional qualifying tournament. I don't remember what, but it was at a course that I actually hadn't known very well when I lived down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And it's this par 3 over the water on this pond. It's really pretty. And there were geese kind of in the area. And, we're all kind of watching the geese. Okay, they're known to attack. What are they going to do? And sure enough, she teed up her ball and backed up and was kind of, envisioning her shot, doing the pre-shot routine thing. And just as she's stepping in to go hit this ball, these 3 geese, they were waiting for her to turn around. That's what they were doing as soon as she did. And she took off running. And the tee box and this other green are so close to each other that there's spectators kind of all mixed in. And it was the greatest thing ever, because everyone erupts in laughter, except for her, because she's running for her life, because these geese they're huge. They're taking off after
me. I don't know why we're so scared of them as humans in general, why we're so scared of geese. They have like one of the biggest flaws known to man, right? They've got a massively long neck, which is a weak point.
You just grab
it. Once you grab it, it's game over. Okay? It's going to flap around a little bit, but then it's like getting hit with the pillow. It's not like they have great big talons they're going to claw you with on their feet.
Slap you with some web toes.
Yeah, and they might poop on your shoes. I mean, that's about the worst. Of course, comes to the point once you have the goose, the question of what to do now, because at some point you have to let go of the goose, and the goose is not going to calm down.
No, it's real bad.
Caught between letting go. It does not relax. It doesn't just chill for a little bit and be like, all right, sorry, that was my bad. I overreacted. I'll go back to swimming.
Right. But they don't have teeth, but they do bite and they nip, and they actually have very strong jaws for what they look like.
They know it too.
Yeah, they do.
They can get you in the butt, and it's like getting like bit by a dog, only without it'll those honkers can be mean.
It's a very severe pinch rather than a puncture, but that severe pinch can break skin. So I think that's why we take off running. And they're just weird animals to be chasing you, because they fly. But when something that flies is running after you, it's very creepy.
The only animal I've been attacked by that scared me more than a goose was a red fox.
That would be frightening.
Red fox is a cute animal. I mean, just the little white tip tail, and they look quite timid and shy, and they're always darting around one place or another. Apparently, when you're at their den messing with the kits, I was feeding them as well. I was giving them fresh fish. Mom comes home, was not a big fan of me being there. And I found out that day what the fox says. and it's the scariest thing. But it's not what this fox does, because it makes this like growling, yelling sort of sound. It's the weirdest thing. It's like a big throat. He opens his jaws so it looks like an alligator, crouches down low to the ground, and then it gets all its fur and it just stands it up on end. So it looks like a furry alligator that's red, and then it runs at you like dead straight, not like jogging around a little bit. It just, and while it's doing this growling noise, that's scary.
And they're quick.
I peed a little. It was pretty intense. Plus, it came out of nowhere. I mean, they walk silently. But anyway, I ran a great deal of the distance home after that. So,
you ran all the way home.
Maybe I did.
Real fast.
It was fun. But
speaking of animals,
yeah,
I love this title. Oh, the humanity. Let's take this back, and I think there's a lot of parents in our chat. We know that, and there have been little white lies that we have told our children over the years to allow their imagination to just run wild. Santa Claus, for example. I know some parents tell their kids at a young age, nope, and others let the imagination run for as long as they can. Other things like along those lines. But this particular parent, for over 2 decades, nearly 3 decades, made sure their child knew that they were in love with manatees, and it was their favorite animal on the planet, even though it wasn't at all.
The way this story started is hilarious, though. Imagine as a dad getting a gift from your kid, right?
Yep.
And it's a crappy gift. I'm not sure how else to say that. It's just like,
we've all got
thank you. You shouldn't have. It's a mug with a legless cow on it. It's a manatee. It's
you guys don't watch the show. I know you're bluffing.
He got a mug with a manatee on it.
Yeah, very thoughtful.
And the kid's all excited, like, I got you this mug, and Dad's like, thanks. And the kid's face obviously falls, and he's like, oh no, Dad doesn't approve. Dad
doesn't like it.
Wisely connects and sees the reaction, and he's like, thanks. This is my favorite animal. I love the manatee. How did you know? Kid lights up, forms a connection. The synapses in his brain form a path that never can deviate again. And every single year thereafter, he gets his dad something that's a manatee-related gift. And
for
every
24 years on his birthday,
Dad, not wanting to have that down look on his son, is like, thank you.
I love manatees.
It's not over. His son, I'm sorry, I stole this story from you, but
no, you're telling it very well. I'm enjoying it.
His son is now an adult, 30 years old, married with a child, and that child is about to give Grandpa a present on his birthday. And you can guess what that present is going to be, or at least what it's going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes online, and he's like, he has to, his conscience is weighing on his soul, right? He's made a bad decision in life. He doesn't know what to do. Everyone he knows thinks that he is the manatee man, that this is his shtick. And so he goes on Reddit, where you can be anonymous and say just about anything. And he spills his soul. And he's like, what do I do? They think I like manatees. I'm a dog guy. I like dogs. Okay, I don't like manatees. The sea cow is not my mammal. And the Reddit users almost entirely just united. It's like, you're the manatee man now. Mm-hmm. You've got to own it. You will take this to your grave. You can tell no one.
Yes.
And so he is expecting to be receiving the recipient of a gift trip where they're going to go snorkeling down in Florida to go see the manatees.
Swim with the manatees.
This could be his gift. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, you never know. Once you go down and see him in person, you might just be like, hey, they are cool.
They're my favorite animal. Oh, another Redditor said, you will be buried in a manatee-style coffin and smile about it.
I've never seen a manatee alive in person. I've only been to Florida one time. They only live. There's nowhere else, right? They're just Florida, right?
Mhm.
You don't get them in Texas, do you? Like on the coast or the Gulf Coast? I think they like freshwater.
Yeah, I doubt they're in the Gulf.
Maybe
Gulf's
they're
tough to
active.
live in, from what I understand. Um, I think they're cool animals, personally. I think they're awesome. I mean, they're
I've
not
seen
my favorite.
I've seen the YouTube videos of them like drinking water from a hose, which I guess is a felony in Florida. You can't give a manatee a drink.
Really?
Well, you're not supposed to like interfere with them or something. So I think you're not.
Oh.
Somebody in Florida can tell me what are the laws about manatees?
Oh, I like this red pen. The manatee is basically like a sea cow.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah.
They're gentle creatures. I don't think I've never heard of a manatee attacking someone, but I have seen them be startled in the water on video, and they make quite a splash and cause a wake. No, you don't touch them at all. Who
That's
made
right.
the Who made the rule though? I mean,
What
some
does it mean?
cows like to be pet. What they have, they look like they should be touched because they're covered in moss, right? You're like, oh, you poor thing, you've got moss all over you. Let me brush that off. No touchy, even if they hug your leg.
They're protected. Even if they hugged you.
Why? That's what I don't understand. Is it? I know that manatees live in the same water we generally in Florida like to boat in, and the boats are the biggest danger to manatees. The props on the boat and a manatee is where they mostly get injured.
I could see that. I have a quick question that's not involving manatees.
Okay.
It's more along the lines of the communication in your household. Is it pretty good? What would you rank it out of 10?
I don't know. I'm watching Mrs. R.A. in chat, and I'm curious.
That's so we have this from Red Pen, right?
Mhm.
And then we have this from Mrs. R.A. Is there no recap of the show? Is there no discussion?
I don't tell them everything about my day.
So Red's spilling the beans and doing it. And I just, when I saw that, I went, she doesn't know. That was a genuine what?
Well, it goes both ways, right? I have no idea what my kids are learning in school, even though it happens right next to me because we
That is
homeschool our
so
kids.
much different than, honey, I ate raw garlic live on the internet tonight.
I figured she would figure that part out though, right? Because raw garlic is going to be like, what's that smell? Yeah. Apparently, I ate the raw garlic because they say it's good for your breath. Remember, we did the story on it where there's like it's actually good for you.
That's right.
I guess the garlic's so powerful it kills off anything bad that could possibly be in your mouth. So bad breath germs just be like, we give up, we surrender.
Apparently it worked because she has no idea that that's what you did that night.
I brushed my teeth afterwards. That's what I did a lot.
A lot. Oh.
Don't tell her everything, guys. She doesn't need to know. There's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Greeners, full confession. I still have tractor parts in the kitchen cabinets. I do.
That's
those
hilarious.
parts. Because where else am I gonna put them?
in the cupboards. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is too good. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mrs. Array. If you tune into the show more often, you would know these things.
Look up your breath. This is why I teach the kids.
It's a true thing. We fact checked it.
A scientist came up and said it, or it was a doctor or somebody. It was somebody official who has the authority to declare something like that.
And it was not from Reddit. So.
Right. It was good. Yeah.
Going on to goofy things.
Trouble here.
Because no, let's try to save your bacon real quick.
I'm already sleeping downstairs, I think.
Yeah. We've done this a few times before, but it's updated because it happens all the time, but it's great. But funny headlines and from newspaper clippings. It's a list. We can't share each one by the way it's laid out, but there's some good ones that have come out, and everyone has seen some variant of these. But I love this. They're one of them's a coupon that's come out. I kind of skipped some of the others, but it says get 50% off or half the price, whichever is less.
That's got to be like a Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're really good at other things, not math, right?
Right. It looks like a Canva coupon that got printed. I skipped the ones that are kind of bullet points above the pictures, but
I like actually the first one that this is, imagine this on the front page of your local newspaper. Police begin campaign to run down jaywalkers. It's like, we've been trying to do that for years. It's like a game we play, 50 points. Yeah.
Frogger.
Mhm.
If the strike isn't settled quickly, it may last a while. I don't. Thanks. So enlightening.
It's like, explain that one to me. This one is great. It's weather related. Cold wave linked to temperatures. This gets me. And the funny thing is, we have a version of this type of title that's always used in the news. And they're showing like there's the major accident, whatever. And then they say this one line. They're like, police are saying that speed was a factor. Of course, speed was a factor. Had they not been moving, this wouldn't have happened.
Exactly.
Speed was a factor.
Yes. This one, unfortunately, it's funny, but I wish there was some context or an article that was tied to it so we could read further. But it says, man struck by lightning faces battery charge. Yeah. So he's doing something illegal while he got struck by lightning is my guess. But
I'm thinking that probably wasn't related. Maybe he was running from the cops, got hit by lightning. Like the hand of God steps in and it's like, you're not getting away from this one.
No, time to pay up.
If anyone's been around a road project, we have one in Greenville that we've known they're going to be fixing the road. They're going to be widening the road.
Yeah.
I could go on.
Avoid the area. I
could be going on a big rant about this. It's a road I drive on multiple times a week. Okay.
Love the rants. I can sit back.
Okay, enjoy. The road's called Evans. Okay. It's Evans is the name of the road. It's amazing. It's a huge historic. There used to be like historic grocery stores and stuff on there. I'd love to metal detect any property on that street. It's amazing. And so it's terrible. It's always potholed. It is just, the design of the street is terrible. It's narrow. It has stoplights at the worst locations. It's intersections between major locations. It's the worst road ever. So they're like, we're widening the street. What are they putting in? You think, oh, an extra 2 lanes each direction would be nice. No. For bicycles. We're making a bike lane on both sides. So we're going to widen the street. We're taking property. They're demolishing. I think it was 14 houses have to be demolished for the street widening because they'll be too close to the road and legally they'll have to be demolished. So the city is buying all the property, demolishing the houses, moving businesses, rerunning all the utilities for bike lanes because it's not safe for bikers. What bikers?
They're not riding on it.
Don't have any bikers that ride on that road. It's not like there's like a line of bikers like, please, Mayor, help us out here. It's just not safe. Nobody rides their bike there. And we're gonna tear all this up. They're gonna begin, I believe, this year, 2026. They told us this 3 years ago. They told us they were gonna do this. Had a big, huge meeting at our church where all the neighbors came and everyone was mad. But they've told us this. I have been waiting patiently with my metal detector charged, ready. As soon as they tear that street up, I'm going to be sneaking over there, metal detecting, finding all the treasures and old coins and pennies and pocket knives that were on that dirt road when buggies traveled that road. So yes, I like it, but at the same time, I don't like it. So this headline, that's what brought me here. Red tape holds up new bridges. The red tape on the program holds up new roads as well. But the idea of a bridge being held up by a little bit of duct tape is really hilarious. So that's a funny headline that got me on a rant. Sorry.
No, the rants are phenomenal. It gives me a chance to take a snack break, sip water. I love it.
Get around a golf in something.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of bridges here locally, um, our town's a main thoroughfare from really south, north, south, and vice versa, right? It's just about anyone you talk to, you go, yeah, you familiar with Wichita Falls? The answer is, I've driven through it a few times, every single one of them. Um, and in doing so, it's snuffed our downtown because you had to travel through it. But then with the increase of traffic and trucks and everything, they built a highway that just lets you bypass downtown. No more stoplights, just well, the city continued to grow and traffic and whatnot. So now we actually have some overpasses, those big, tall bridges, little spaghettis, just a few of them. And that was a big, big deal. And I forget the individuals part of a college that were in the mix of designing it. And they started the construction, they started getting all the supports built up, and everything was ready. And they're building these bridges in sections, right? You haul them in, put them on these supports, put this section, and then you kind of connect them. And then they trucked them all the way up here. And then to unveil the bridges, these ramps, overpasses, if you will, they were looking at them and going, those aren't going to work. You've got a big sweeping bridge this way, right? You're going to have some banking going on,
Right.
so the vehicle's fine. Well, unfortunately, this big left banking bridge was banked this way, so you would take your left turn and just fly off the bridge. They completely did them backwards, and they got them all the way here.
Oh, wait. I was looking at the wrong side. I had the plans upside down.
Yes. They did them completely backwards. So, oh man, the flack that the city caught when they had to discuss it wasn't the city's fault at all. It's people who designed it, and then
There's a
built it.
civil engineer somewhere that is out of a job over that.
So they're like, "Hey, we're supposed to be done in 3 months, but we're 2 years out again. Sorry." So they had to redo them all. At least they knew the mistake and they caught it, and they didn't go and try to put everything together. But how are you building this and going, this is probably not going to work? People are going to fall off if they're going.
Man, it would be like, imagine NASCAR, where the inside of the track is the high point and the outer edge is the bottom. You'd have to crawl around the thing because
5 mile an hour race.
You'd roll.
They go 200 down the straight, and then they all lock up their brakes to go 5 to 10 around the turns, and then they speed off again. I don't know, it might be onto something. But speaking of a little bit of incompetence, another headline being local high school dropouts cut in half.
That'll teach them.
That'll show them not to drop out. What county are they in? I'm going to keep my kid out of there.
Threat. That's the threat. You drop out of school, we're going to sever you right in the middle. Hospitals are sued by 7-foot doctors.
People don't proofread. That's really funny. But you don't read that and go, wait a minute. People might think height, not foot doctors. Like, why wouldn't you use the scientific term for a foot doctor?
Pediatrician or no, that's the children's.
Yeah.
Podiatrist.
Yeah. That would be no confusion there.
No one knows how to spell podiatrist. That's why foot doctor is a lot easier.
This is true. Much easier. I don't even think I read this one, this last one of the bullet points from the Times.
Oh, this is funny. This is a story. It's not, there's nothing wrong with the story other than that it's basically a whole headline. A young girl who was blown out to sea on a set of inflatable teeth was rescued by a man on an inflatable lobster. A Coast Guard spokesman commented, "This sort of thing is all too common."
Melissa, can you confirm? Is this a Florida thing? It's got to be. It has to be. Maybe not, because she sounds surprised by it. That's
where is South Haven? Does anyone know where South Haven is? Is there only one?
Isn't that Connecticut?
City unsure why the sewer smells. This is out of South Haven headline. Tests have been inconclusive in trying to locate the source of mysterious odor in the sewer.
Michigan.
I could help. I can tell you. It's hmm.
Uh, I believe I found one, and we can't show it. It's
Oh,
Mississippi's literacy program shows improvement,
well, it should say Mississippi's.
but it's MISSIPPI.
PPI.
So
Mississippi's, which is how they say it. I think it's like
true.
one syllable.
Mississippi's.
Yeah.
The next one's a fun one too. It's got to be fake.
This is out of Australia. Army vehicle disappears. An Australian army vehicle worth $74,000 has gone missing after being painted with camouflage.
Where did it go?
I'm thinking that it was stolen, is what I'm thinking. But the idea that we painted it with camouflage and now we can't find it is quite humorous.
This one is. Oh, go ahead.
This one is just too real. This is like government at its finest.
This is straight out of a town called Ayden.
We don't have this much money to rub together. I'm telling you, if we had this much money somewhere in the budget, we would be throwing parties every week. Go on.
County to pay 250. Let's just go with $250,000 to advertise lack of funds. Lane County will spend up to $250,000 this year, publicizing its tight financial picture in hopes that voters in November will approve higher taxes for public safety services.
Well, you can start by being a little more fiscally responsible. That's one way to win my vote, right?
Yes.
You spend $250,000 telling me you don't have enough money. I'm going to look for somebody else to tell me that can do it cheaper.
Yes.
This one is straight out of Ayden. Meeting on open meetings is closed. If you've ever tried to go to a government meeting, like a city council meeting or something, it's incredibly frustrating because you're like, we're here to talk about the issues, right? And they're like, there's a public comment period. And they say, that's great, everyone. You get 30 seconds. The first 15 of it, you have to stand up, say who you are, what your address is, and how long have you been in the place. You use all your time, and then you get to say, I'm against this. And they're like, time? You have to sit down. It's like, seriously, this is not public comment. This is like public ridicule moment. They're making fun of us, and then they just do their thing anyway.
Yep. Then they do what they want. I might have scrolled too far, but I came back up. This one is kind of funny. The headline is actually fine. It says Waterford boy 8 saves his sister's life.
That's great headline. That's good.
Yep. And then it says the youngster used the Heimlich, which he learned on TV to save his sister's life. And then during his subsequent interview with the 8-year-old Waterford boy, he's, quote, I wouldn't do it again. She's been a pain this week.
Instant regrets.
Yes. Oh.
A new sick policy requires 2-day notice.
Okay.
That's a city policy. Vicksburg. Vicksburg, that's got to be Virginia or something.
Sounds like it. Sounds like they go together.
48-hour notice required if you're going to get sick.
I love it. For sale. This is in the ads section here. Collection of old people. Call, and there's a number listed. I don't know what it was supposed to be.
I think the cops should probably call that one.
I bet they did.
We're just curious. Can we see the product?
Can we see the people?
Yeah. We need to know what's going on here. Speaking of people, this is like a police blotter. My town does this on Facebook, which is actually pretty fun because occasionally my call to the police makes it in. It's always fun to see how the police report what I told them. So I do call the police a little bit. Sometimes we have to do that. But this one, 10:10 p.m., suspicious people were reportedly doing something with flashlights on the north side of 5th Street in Custer. A deputy checked and found the people were not suspicious, but merely Canadian.
Because we here in Canada hate you and hope for bad things for you because we hate you.
Thank you, Ian.
Thanks, Ian.
The out-of-towners were just enjoying an evening stroll. Apparently, you don't do that in Custer, at least with flashlights.
Indeed. Oh, I know good help's hard to find, especially as of late, and in the service industry. It's just getting tougher and tougher because people are irritable and they're not just behaving as people should. And so I know a lot of restaurants, especially mom and pops, are struggling. So we see a lot of ads for hiring for help and getting people out there. But this one, they've kind of limited their field here of where they can hire from. I think
Sometimes it's easier to find the person you want if you get some really strict guidelines.
Yeah, this one I would wager is going to be impossible because there's waitress needed, must be 18 years old with 20 years of experience. So that's going to be, I mean, reincarnation.
Child labor laws were broken at some point in that one.
Yes, and I get it, right? It's the wording must be at least, but they forego.
They were saving money on the ad. It's like $15 less if we don't pay say at least in there.
Mm-hmm. I've seen this one before. This is funny.
Another guy also looking for help. Wanted somebody to go back in time with me. This is not a joke. He lists his P.O. box out of Oakview, California, and says, "You'll get paid after we get back. Must bring your own weapons. Safety not guaranteed. I have only done this once before. I need some backup. We're going back to the future. Good luck."
Oh, speaking of calling police, I know there's people that call the police on just about everything. And they will call the police, 911, not the non-emergency number. They will just call the police because there's a cat next door that's bothering their dog or something. This one is a bigger stretch. There's a few police reports going down the list, and at 5 p.m., police were called to Market Square for a report about a suspicious coin.
Ooh.
Investigating officer reported it was a quarter.
Probably one of those new states quarters.
Yes,
we have so many states quarters now in the U.S. that you never know. If you get a quarter, it can be like one of 200 designs.
Yeah.
And they're all like printed in the last 20 years.
Right.
Which is, yeah. Anyway.
I've been meaning to download that app that's out there where you can scan your coins and it'll tell you, hey, this is a good one. Look further into it, or like, regular coin, throw it in your bucket, keep going. But I just don't have the time to sit there and do that. No, I should say I don't have the patience to sit there and do that. I'd make it through 10 coins.
Do you want a fun fact?
Always.
Before I started doing true crime on YouTube, I was tossing around the idea of having a YouTube channel looking at coins, going through coins. You buy a box of coins from the bank and you go through and try to find the error coins and try to find the silver coins. And I was shopping for it's like a microscope, but it's a magnifying glass HDMI screen, and it ties into the switcher, so I could put the screen up of the big view of the coin and everything. I'm like, it was my dream. I'm like, we're going to do this. And John's like, that's not, nobody's going to watch you flip coins for hours on end. And I'm trying to sell it, right? I'm like, well, look, it actually, even though it takes a lot of money to do it, it doesn't really cost any money because you're buying money from the bank. Mm-hmm. So at face value, you're using it, looking for the good stuff. You're finding the coins that are worth more. You can sell those on eBay or whatever. Silver you can sell for the spot price. And then you trade them back in, you get your money back. And it turns out this is already had all the sets. Aren't you glad you didn't find my channel flipping quarters on the screen? So,
I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out. Maybe I would have tuned in
that window.
Maybe I would have tuned in and would have found out one of my coins made me filthy rich. But now I won't know because you didn't start that channel.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
So I have Mrs. RA to blame for that.
You hear that, Jen?
I think she clicked off the show a while ago.
Another police blotter report. Deputy responded to a report of a vehicle stopping at mailboxes. It was the mailman.
People will report without taking 2 extra seconds to say, okay, what could that be?
Now, I've seen this because in some parts of the country, the mailman doesn't use like the U.S. mail trucks. I don't know where you get a U.S. mail truck, right? They're like their own beast. It's not like they're like, hey, I drive a Toyota, whatever. The U.S. mail is like a mail truck is a mail truck, and nothing else is like that. Mm-hmm. But in some parts of the country, the mailman they'll like import a car from England with the driver's wheel on the other side, or they'll modify their car or modify another car that has steering wheels on both passenger and driver's side, and they'll drive just a regular looking vehicle around.
We
So
have both here.
So if it was a regular vehicle, I can see why somebody would be like, hey, there's a dude in a Jeep Wrangler. He's driving around, opening up people's mailboxes.
It's funny you say that. So we have both. We've got the mailman, typical little tiny, whatever short nosed vehicle that they drive around, says U.S. Postal Service on it and all that.
They're all at least like 100 years old.
Yeah, it has to be.
Henry Ford modeled his car after the original mailman truck.
Yes. But then I don't know if there's a shortage of staff or what, but we have, they're called rural mailman delivery people, and they have a big sticker they slap on their personal vehicle as they will deliver also. And funny you say that. One like a Jeep, he's always kind of coming down. But if I saw that, I would watch him for a second and think, okay, he's putting mail in boxes. He's not taking mail out. That's okay. He's not a bad person. That's cool. I wouldn't just see one.
Even if it wasn't a mailman sticking stuff in the box, I'm like, oh, it's cool. I got something for free.
Giving out gifts.
Which apparently, did you know it's like a felony? You can't just stick stuff. If you're going around doing like, hey, we're doing a neighborhood cleanup, want to participate in our yards, you can't put it in their mailbox.
Really?
Mailing it? Yeah. You don't even own your mailbox. Check out your mailbox. It's like property of the federal government on like every single one of them.
So we have one of those community boxes, right, where the mailman opens up.
Really don't own that one.
Yeah, at all. And I got to walk a lot farther to get my mail too. But
do you only have a key to one side, or do you open up all of them as well and just take yours?
No, so they have the master key that opens the whole face open, and so they fill all the boxes. And when they close that, the face has everyone's individualized little doors. So my key opens up one narrow little door, and so I can get mine out. But the mailman can open up the whole entire thing at once, the way it's designed.
Where does he put packages?
So right below all of our shared mail slots, there are 4 bigger lockers that they'll put a key in your mailbox that's labeled 1P, 2P, 3 or 4P. So you take out that key and you open up one of the bigger lockers that's on the bottom.
How many keys did they lose? I mean, this seems like it has flaws in the plan.
It's funny you say that, because there are numerous key slots that don't work on those bigger lockers now, because that means keys were stolen. Well, I don't know how you steal them, because when you put the key in and turn it, the key's locked. It's stuck in there in the door. You can't take that key out. But somehow something has happened, because there are multiple key slots that no longer work. And sometimes I forget which slot works on a locker that I don't often use. And they're pretty big. And I won't say who, but if there's a fairly hefty Amazon order put in that doesn't get to the door, I say this because I walk to the mailbox. It's my evening stroll and I enjoy it. But sometimes I'm coming back like with everything balancing around. They can stuff that little locker with some equipment. Let me tell you,
they were masters at Tetris when they were kids.
It holds enough to make it very awkward to walk home without having a trunk to put it in your vehicle and then drive home. So I'm very cautious now when I walk down there. Sometimes I take a backpack just to be safe.
You never know. You might just check the Amazon order history and see, like, do I want to go down today? Should I take the flatbed?
Yes.
Oh, man. A couple more, and then we're going to wrap up for the night. It's some funny stories. Police checked an area, found an open door in the back of the building. Officer went inside and called out, Marco. Police found the suspect after he responded, Polo.
That's actually pretty funny.
The man's name is not Marco. He was just, it's like, I can either go through and clear the building, or I can just yell Marco. And it's like, you have to yell Polo. I've done this in the store. Mrs. R.A. does not like playing with this.
To see what stranger will play along?
No, when I'm trying to find her, because she recognizes my voice. If I can't find where she's at, I'm like, Marco, and I just get crickets.
She probably further distances herself when she hears it.
I think she heads out to the parking lot. She's like, I'm not with him. I'm not with him.
Do you ever just shout it out in the store when you're by yourself and see if anyone else plays along?
I have not done that.
You should try it. I'm like,
It
9
would
for
be
10.
awkward. It would be awkward if we then met each other on the aisle. And we're
Turn
both
around.
like, hey,
Hey,
yeah.
Marco.
Or, if it's a kid, then it's, you've got all sorts of, sorry about that. Didn't mean to. Yeah. I don't know.
That's in-depth thinking. I'm like 9 for 10 at Walmart. Just
Doing
randomly.
Marco?
Yeah, throwing out a Marco.
I've got to have a cover story if we meet.
Used to be like my friend and I were talking about it on a podcast. And so I tried it and it worked.
Maybe I have I'm doing this for a YouTube challenge or something, a TikTok challenge. Or
don't do that because people hate people in public that are claim that they're doing it for social media. Just say you saw someone else do it and they said it works, so you want to try it. I don't feel like you have to explain it to anyone that's going to respond to you, actually. I feel like they're in. They're already in.
I feel like if I meet them, I have to explain something. Yeah, like if they were like, if it's the guy the next aisle over, I'm like, oh crap, he's going to come around the corner and see me. I'd be running. I'd just run at that point. But
I think you just pure silence and just give him a little fist bump.
Like, the nod.
Good game, brother. Yeah, the dad.
Oops, sorry, that was the wrong button. So close. It's almost a perfect show too.
Marco.
Polo. There we go. Gotcha. Couple more headlines. Most earthquake damage is caused by shaking. Now, fish need water, feds say. Parents keep kids at home to protest school closure. Or for other reasons.
Oh.
How to buy a $450,000 home for only $750,000.
Nailed it.
Hire a realtor. Happens every time. All right. No, I'm not angry at realtors. I was a judge this last week that was did not like realtors. And then he got a juror on the jury. He's like, what's your job? She's like, I'm a realtor. He's like, oh no. His example was how bad he hated it. But anyway, fun time, Thomas. I've needed this break for a long time. It's actually going to be busy. We've got court tomorrow. I'm live streaming court on Saturday. Live streaming court on Monday, which is those are 2 days I normally wouldn't because of holiday and Saturday and everything.
Yeah.
So if without this podcast, I'd just be dead. I'd be exhausted mentally. So thank you for that.
It's fun to break it up. Thursday nights are one of my favorites, so I enjoy it. We've got a little bit of ranch work to do this weekend, and I'm excited because we've got this new trick on how we count our cows.
What's that?
Calculator.
Wow. Do you know how to get rid of one? Just put a G in front of it. It's gone.
That's a great one.
Speaking of gone, we're out of here. You guys have a good night. Thomas, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll see you all tomorrow.
See y'all.